We reported early last month of the World Economic Forum's release of its annual Global Competitiveness Report. It stirred controversy here in this country because the report ranked South Korea behind Ghana and Uganda in the financial sector. Well, within hours of that report, ranking South Korea at 119th in ease of access to loans, 113th in soundness of banks, 99th in the availability of financial services, and 87th for financial market development, but overall 26th among 140 member countries. Seoul's Financial Supervisory Service released a statement saying that the Swiss organization fell short of making objective comparisons. Well, I met with the very author of the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report, Margareta Drzeniek, to ask her why the poor assessment of Korea's financial system, most of all, the soundness of banks.
Well, this indicator is based on the survey of business executives in each of those countries. And what is important to keep in mind is that obviously when they answer this question, they take into account the situation in the country. So an efficient financial system in South Korea may not look the same, may not have the same qualities and the same characteristics than in Uganda or in another African country. And that's why, there's a discrepancy in those rankings. You need to keep into account the stage of development the country is in, and indirectly the respondents take this into account as well. So they have higher demands from the South Korean policymakers in order to stabilize the financial system.
What are some areas that you believe South Korea should work on to improve its rankings in the Global Competitiveness Report?
Well, one area that clearly stands out is the flexibility of the labor markets. So this is where South Korea receives its lowest ranking. It is an area where a lot can be done in order to improve the use of the highly educated labor force and to increase the turnover and the speed of change. It would allow businesses to more easily adapt to the business cycle, to changing situations. Korea does really well on the access to education. So the enrollment rates are very, very high. But when we look at the quality of education, there is some room for improvement. It's a good ranking. It's 35th worldwide, so it's not a bad situation. But I think for an advanced economy like South Korea, there could be some room for improvements in terms of the quality. And going forward, this is going to be even more important. And also in terms of the flexibility of the labor market, which is still very low. And going forward, when such situation where there's a need for the economy to adapt arise, it is important that the labor market is flexible as well, and that additional training is provided to the workforce so that it can keep up with the changes as well.
When you say flexibility in the labor market, could you be more specific on that?
Well, it's essentially regulation about how to hire workers. So this is one important aspect of it. But one important aspect is also the flexibility of the wage setting mechanisms. So if the wage setting mechanisms are very centralized, then this results in a weak ranking in this area. Another area is the relationship between the employers and the employees. If it's very conflictual, then this is also not good, obviously, for adjusting to change and for the labor market flexibility.
What are some of the strong points then of South Korea?
Some of the strong points are, in particular, the strong macroeconomic environment that has been strong for quite a while. As I said, the education system in terms of the quantity, the access to education is also excellent, which is great news because there's a very strong base in terms of human capital. Also, in terms of innovation, Korea is doing relatively well. There's some room for improvement there, but it's doing relatively well in terms of innovation as well. I think, well, this is one of the areas we're looking for in the review of the index as well. How good is a country at creating ideas, right? And ideas and having appetite for entrepreneurial risk within the population. So it's not just about the framework. There are many factors that are related to education, to actually early childhood education as well, on how children learn to approach risk, how they deal with failure. These are long-term processes that need to be put in place through the education system in order to develop a more entrepreneurial culture. This is one aspect. And in South Korea there's also a great tradition of working for the large corporations as well. So I think these are factors that take time to change. This is not going to change in a short period of time because these are deeply seated cultural factors that have developed over a long time as well.